Top 5 Best Places to Visit in Australia. Australia, located between the Pacific and Indian Ocean, is the smallest continent but the largest country in the Oceania region and the 6th largest country in the world. It has so many marvelous sights, whether it is exploring the scenic outdoors, spotting animals that you can't see in the rest of the world, multicultural cities, sun-kissed beaches, or aboriginal culture and national parks. There are endless attractions to discover in the country. The cherry on the cake is you'll meet the friendliest and most laid-back people too. It is impossible to experience everything Australia has to offer in just one trip, so here's a list of the top tourist places in Australia you shouldn't miss out. But before starting the video, please thumbs up and hit the like button and subscribe to our channel, so let's get started. 5. Adelaide. Adelaide is a coastal metropolitan city with the vibe of a small town. It is much quieter than Sydney or Melbourne but filled with top attractions in Australia. The best time to visit during the year is Mad March, when the city hosts numerous musical shows and festivals. Kangaroo Island is the most treasured part of South Australia. It is located in the outskirts of Adelaide and is an amazing national park hosting a variety of rare animals that roam about out in the open, especially endangered animals such as koalas, cockatoos, kangaroos, sea lions, etc. Adelaide has a lot of green lands and is excellent for vineyards. A visit to Barossa Valley is a must even if you're not a wine fan. 4. Melbourne. Melbourne is the second largest city in Australia and is a cool metropolitan city full of culture. It has loads of galleries, museums, markets, festivals, dining and bar options. The city is easy to move around with the free public transport system it offers. The city's architecture and multicultural experiences give you European vibes. If you're a cricket buff, you have got to visit the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Take stunning day trips to visit Port Campbell National Park to see the beauty of the 12 Apostles, Phillip Island to play around with animals, or sip some wine in Yarra Valley wineries while watching the sun go down. The options are endless for activities to do in Melbourne. 3. Hobart. Hobart may not be as well known as Sydney or Melbourne, but it has its own history and charm attached to this small town. Hobart is known for its amazing landscape, historic attractions and lots of museums. The Museum of Old and New Art Mona and the Hobart Museum and Art Gallery are two world-class museums you shouldn't miss out. You can even plan a day trip to Mount Wellington, but you would have to plan this well in advance as the mountain tends to snow even during summers. The PicuTrail app will be able to give you all the needed information before any activity, so you are well prepared. 2. Cairns and Port Douglas. Cairns and Port Douglas are seaside cities which you can keep as your base camp to explore two of the most unique highlights of Australia, Great Barrier Reef and Daintree Forest. While Cairns is more touristy and more of a city, Port Douglas is still a hidden gem and is a much smaller town. The Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest reef system, has about 900 islands and 2,900 corals that form this diverse ecosystem, making it a sought-after place to experience scuba diving and snorkeling. Also, you can spot excellent coral reefs and marine life underwater here. You can even take a helicopter ride across the reef instead of a cruise to get stunning aerial views. The Daintree Rainforest has some of the world's oldest forests where you can view its diverse flora and fauna. The best way to do so is to take up walking trails. With impressive landscapes and shores, it exists as the top pick for newly married couples. Honeymooners planning a vacay to Australia can refer to our Australia honeymoon packages and choose the best one that suits your taste. Do not miss out on these highlights of Australia. 1. Sydney. You cannot visit Australia and avoid Sydney, the largest metropolis and the most popular tourist place in Australia. The capital city of New South Wales, Sydney is a modern city developed around a scenic harbour offering wonderful cuisine, nightlife, shopping, and iconic attractions. Sydney is home to two architectural marvels, the Sydney Opera House and the Harbour Bridge. There's plenty of things to do in Sydney, like visit the Powerhouse Museum, Manly Beach, Darling Harbour, Circular Quay, Paddington Markets, Taronga Zoo, and the Royal Botanic Gardens. Do not miss out on taking the hop-on-hop tour off to see all of Sydney at your own pace. You can even escape the city life and take a day tour to see the scenic Three Sister Mountains, famously known as the Blue Mountains. Adventure lovers can experience skydiving or climb the Harbour Bridge. So guys, that's all for today. Hope you guys like the video. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.